Alrighty, we are in Jurua, and we are in a Tier 5 and 6 battle. We have 2 submarines, 2 destroyers, 1 cruiser, 6 battleships, and 1 aircraft carrier on each team. And the opposing aircraft carrier is being captained by none other than CareyCanada from the For Fun clan. So I'm telling him, CC, you're on the wrong side again. We have found ourselves in battle, I think 3 different times. One time he was in an Agincourt and he blasted me and won the battle. We were the last 2 alive. Oh well. He says the winning side is not the wrong side. Laugh out loud. Anyway, I apologize in advance. I'm having a cold, and if I have to move the microphone out of the way and cough, then that'll cause some strange noises, but this battle is liable to be a real good one, so it's always fun when div mates see each other. I've been in quite a few clan battles with him. We've divvied up a couple of times. I don't know how often he runs an aircraft carrier around. I've seen him quite a bit in battleship, and he actually does the destroyer pretty well. Alright, well, there are his planes. He's trying to spot. And he just plopped fighter cover down over the submarine and me. However, fighters don't work the way they used to anymore, where they would keep us spotted. Now they just are for defensive purposes. And I just told him that. Okay, well, there is their submarine, who apparently just realized he is not in the world's greatest position. However, that exposed me to a little bit of trouble there. Because the enemy team's Ohotnik, a Tier 5 destroyer, but a pretty darn good destroyer. Russian destroyer with good guns. Short-range torps, but I don't want to get into a gunfight with that one right now. We've got a lot of game here to play. And I've sent torps his way, but he looks like he's pretty savvy. I am taking a couple of shots at him just to keep him honest. There. Forced him to smoke up. My goodness. Our New Mexico is just a bonfire. And CC is working him over. Judge Dredd. Well, he's being judged right now. I noticed that both of his fires were on his superstructure in the middle part of the ship. Now, since he's only a Tier 6, it's possible he has not worked his way up into the higher tiers of the captain skills. But one of those skills at the tier 4 will prevent more than one fire on the superstructure. Alright, we'll see if we can't tag that Ohotnik. Oh, what is our Deutschland doing in there? Oh, I don't think he's in a good spot. Not at all. He has no room to maneuver. Oh, good. That Ohotnik is not happy about life now. Something blasted him. Maybe our Deutschland did. That'd be okay with me. Okay. Well, I finished the job that somebody else started. And now the Deutschland is down. Alright, I'm going to maneuver in a little closer and see if I can't get some torps in there. The Deutschland gets hydro, and he's going to get inside that channel, and it looks like Iron Duke is too before I get torps. So I guess I'll work on the Tegetov. Whoops, no I won't. That submarine just popped up right there. Okay, well, just in case Iron Duke is aiming at me, I'm going to just stay real quiet here. See if I can't get some torps going toward that Tegetov though. Alrighty. Okay, I'm not seeing the submarine, so he is right behind us. He surfaced, or my RPF would be further over toward Tegetov. But he's around the corner. So Tegetov is leaving the area. I'm going to go on up there. I have smoke ready. I think I can go right around there and catch this submarine. Yeah, there he is. He's a Cachalot, Tier 6 American submarine. Uh-oh. Well, I was not wanting to be spotted by aircraft. Now they know I'm coming. Oh well. I'll take my chances. There we go. Here he is. Okay, he is trying to sling some torpedoes at me. However, the Jurua is very dodgy. Oop, he did catch me with one. Alrighty. Now, dropping depth charges and smoking up. Alright. Landed some and got him. Cool. Now, let's get some torpedoes going toward that Tegetov again. Tegetov is one of the new European battleship line. He's a tier 5. They get torpedoes. Their guns are actually not too bad. At the higher tiers, they get torpedoes and they get radar. I think the tier 8. There, I started a fire. Okay. I'm just looking around. I think something's over in that channel. I'm just not real sure where the Deutschland is. I'm real worried that when I come out of my smoke that somebody's going to be there waiting for me if I come out of there too close. So I'm going to get over here where I'm away from these cliffs head back toward my team real quick.
Impulso do motor desativado.
Well, he's got me spotted again. Good news is we're keeping the CV busy, so he's not bothering my team over on the other side. And it looks like we're doing all right over there. We have Cashlot, Fuso, and Normandy over on that side. And they're working against a New Mexico and a Fuso. Oh, okay. Our U-boat just got that Tegetov. Well, good, because I couldn't get it done. Now, we are ahead. We have lost 3 ships, that New Mexico, Judge Dredd, our Deutschland, and our Nicholas, the other DD on my team. But the enemy have lost both of their submarines, both of their destroyers, and 2 of their battleships. And then their Iron Duke and Deutschland are not very healthy. Here comes CC again. Now he's working on our Koenig. And he's got me spotted, but he's going to focus on the battleship. All right, well, while he's busy there, I am turning in toward the enemy's base. I didn't mention it earlier, but this is a standard battle. So I don't see any enemy near our base, but my team is getting closer over on the western flank, and then I'm going to be moving up there. So we'll see if the red team is going to leave it open or not. Okay. A good job, you guys over on the other flank. You just cleared them up. The Ryujo helped out. Oh my goodness. This cold came on rather suddenly. I had to take a day off from school. I almost never miss school and almost never get sick, but contracted one of the bugs that's floating around, and when you're around kids all day long, sooner or later you're going to get with some other bugs. Alright, well they are pushing in to protect their base, so I'm not going to be able to go in there. But what I am going to do is set myself up when I get into range to throw some torps at them. Now the Jurua, which is just like the British Gallant, can throw out 2 sets of torps together, or can single fire all of their torps. And so I am set up right now to do exactly that. Now my torps have 8K range. I'm getting up here where I am close enough. Alright, there they go. Blasting them all away. I see the Tegetov that is close. I guess that wasn't the Tegetov that the sub got. Or they had 2 of them. I didn't really notice. The one that's out here is called 2 of you, so maybe there were 2 of them all along and I just didn't notice. And guess what? It looks to me like I'm going to hit two different battleships. There we go. Tegetov took some. Andrea Doria's taken some. Haha, cool. Okay. Well, it wasn't enough to kill them, but it sure put a dent in their armor. Now I'm smoked up, and I'm just going to try to light some fires on them. Farm a little damage, have a little bit of fun. That really took out the fight that might have been in them. They're going to have a hard time dealing with our battleships now, and I did light a fire. They put it out right away. Alright, Normandy got the Deutschland. Ryuju got the Tegetov. And I imagine that the Andrea Doria is going to be going down pretty quick. Tegetov got a torp away. He slings them out one at a time from his bow. He can sling one left, one right. And then they do a little wiggle thing, and then they can go wherever he aimed them. So it's pretty useful. And they hit hard when they hit. Okay. Normandy got the Andrea Doria, so now the only one left kicking is CareyCanada. And we can see on the mini-map where he is. He's pretty far away from me. And he just got our U-69, who was actually hunting him. So I sent him a message that I regret only that he was not on the winning side. On my side. Okay. Well, this is a replay, so we are very far ahead. 830 points to 186. So we will win in about, a minute and a half or so, even if we don't sink him.
Acknowledged.
Okay, just working my way up into position to where I can maybe get some shots on him, but I'm saying, hey, use your secondaries. I'll duel you. But I don't think he'll last that long. I think my battleships are going to splatter him real soon. Here comes some heavy hits right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have dueled as a CV against a destroyer and won before. If you have decent secondaries, you can get away with that. There, I'm just within range. Just adding to the mayhem. Normandy finished him. Alright, GG. You know, I really do like this little ship. We ended up with 86,500 in damage, based on 2 kills, helped out with 3 others, set 4 fires, caused 3 floods, landed 6 torpedoes, had 36 main battery target hits, 18 of them did something, and landed 5 depth charges. So all around, good job. Oh, and second grade efficiency badge, so better than 80% of the people who played Jurua. I'm surprised that There are a lot of people out there with Jurua. It's not a common ship, but it is a good one. It's just built on the same lines as the Gallant. I got that Dev Strike and First Blood, so good. And ended up top of the leaderboard with 1,550 base XP. And on the opposite side, CareyCanada also ended up with first place with 867. However, because of the penalty for being on the losing team, his base XP was cut in half. If he had won, he would have had 1,700 and something. So, good job. And I had 326,000 in potential damage. So, considerable. I thought I was going to have more spotting damage because I kept spotting on all those ships for such a long time. Okay, well, I spotted the ones that counted, I guess. Pulled in 374,000 in credits, 2,048 in free XP, 339 in Elite Commander XP, 6,779 in Commander XP to help this guy, Alvaro Almeida, get a little closer to 21 points. Pardon me, had to cough there for a bit. Anyway, you can see my captain build. I am just trying to get, on my next point, I'm going to go for Fearless Brawler. I thought about it, and it was either going to be put 3 points into Superintendent, which, yeah, it's nice to have the extra smoke and the extra engine boost, or Adrenaline Rush, but I really feel like I get enough out of what I have, and I want to go for this one. So we'll see. I haven't really tried using that before, but I think it could be pretty good. Alright, my equipment setup is right in here. I do choose to use Aiming Systems Mod 1 so that I can hit what I'm aiming at, and then Propulsion Mod 1 rather than steering gears, because I have really good steering gears already. I think these are some of the best in the game. So with all of that, it's kind of nice that I also have Propulsion Mod on top of it. Alright, and there you see the flags that I had. Run a little low on some of them. Down here I ran low, but no problem. Alright, so yeah, that Jurua, she is just a dandy little ship. I think I won 5 out of 6 in her last night, and now I have done 3 in a row here. And if I remember right, let's see, this last one here, yeah, that wasn't too bad. It was against some tier 8s though. And then the one down here I think was a real good one too. Another second grade, another 2 kills, and another top dog. So, you know, if you like DDs, you could do a lot worse than a Jurua or a Gallant if you want to go the British DD route. They're exactly the same build. But it's kind of nice to have ships from different nations, especially for naval battles, which is what I was building up to. I am hopefully maxed out here. Yep, I maxed out, so I'll get the maximum number of attempts starting tomorrow when the naval battles opens up. All right, well, I am going to rest my voice, so I'm going to wish you a good evening, and I hope to see you in battle.